All right. A client actually had booked my service some time ago. This guy was working in UAE, and he told me, please help me, I'm in trouble and this and that. He was in a pretty panicky state. So I told him, do you want an opinion or do you want consultancy? He said, no, I need a proper service. And I said, okay, fine. Opinion is, I'll just tell you, yeah, okay, do this, do that, whatever. Consultancy is, I listen to what is your problem and guide you. So he, long story short, his employer filed a legal case on him and has decided to take him to court. So I asked him, why would he do that? He wouldn't do that if there's no reason. So he stated that there was a disagreement in terms of business and all that, and he was into some fraudulent activities, because of which he reported it to the police. Okay, and the reason I told him, why did you report it to the police? What was the reason? He said, no, I wanted to resign from the company. He didn't want to let me go, and because he didn't let me go, I told him I'll inform the police about some of his illegal activities and cause him trouble. So the owner didn't give a damn. This guy waited. Finally he went and complained to the police, and obviously the police called the owner, and next thing you know, the owner has put a court case on him. Not one, multiple. So he asked me what to do. He said, I have evidence, I have this, I have that. Immediately I asked him a few basic simple questions. I said, number one is, how much money do you have in the bank? He said, not much. I said, do you have at least $100,000? He said, no. I live hand to mouth. Okay. Second one, I asked him, do you have contacts and connections? He said, no. Third one, I said, do you know anyone from the ruling family, Sheikh family? He said, no. In fact, these are the questions I ask anyone when they tell me that they are going to take the employer to court. Finally, I asked him, your family members and all that, do they have money, and can you stay without a job for a couple of months? Everything he said no. So then I told him, then why the hell are you going to take a man to court? That also who's your boss or who's your owner. See, always keep in mind, when you fight, always fight with someone equal to you or at your level. Don't fight someone who is above your pay grade, because if you fight with someone above your pay grade, you'll get knocked the fuck out. It's like you don't know boxing, but you're going to fight a professional boxer. See, where these businessmen are concerned, first is understand their psychology. They are businessmen because money is their passion. Money drives them. And they are ready to risk and fight and bullshit and put a poker face and go through struggle and sufferings just to make sure that they can earn money. And they don't want to live an ordinary life. So someone who has the stomach and the appetite for so much of risk and pressure and pain, you, who is an employee, who is below him in many levels, whom he did you favors, that's what they think, you are going to challenge him. And always remember, when you challenge somebody, when you challenge someone, and if their ego is hurt, they will really push the envelope. Means, let's say for example, he has 100,000. He will be ready to spend up to 40,000, 50,000 just to get his pound of flesh. If he has few contacts, he will call all of them and get even more contacts. So now when you compare apples to apples, or apples to oranges or whatever, you have no money, he has a lot of money. You have no contacts, he has a lot of contacts. You have no means of paying your monthly bills, he has various options. Who do you think will win? And remember one more thing. When you're talking of going to the legal system, the legal system always wins. The lawyer would be so happy to take your case because he'll get money, he'll get paid for his services. The courts will be so happy that you're coming to them because at least they will be busy with work. The people who are typing and the legal, back end, they'll be very happy. Oh, good, we got some new customers. It's like, a doctor and a hospital. If you're sick, they make a lot of money. If you're well and your health is good, they don't make any money. So they're very happy when there are problems. So that's one. Now the second part is, if you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, and you don't have the capacity, why are you fighting with someone who has all of it? See, you can give lots of reasons. Oh, he's an unethical person. Oh, I did it because the justice. Oh, he was taking advantage of me. Or there's stupidity. In his case, he didn't want to work for this guy, but this guy told him work. See, there's a way to handle it. You could have said, sir, please, sir, so and so, put a sob story, mother sick, father sick, don't perform up to the level. Play, all these games until you're able to get out, In fact, I always tell people, see, listen, if you can make peace, that's the best solution. Make peace and go your own way, man. He came up to me and, he wanted to show the evidence and papers and documents and emails. I said, listen, all this is useless. Okay? He can drag this thing for years and years. There are simple loopholes in the judicial system. Let's say, for example, you both register for a case. And then the court will tell you, okay, come after 2 weeks. When you come after 2 weeks, the other party doesn't show up. The judge says, okay, we postpone this for next week. Next week, they come. Maybe he'll send his judge and he'll send his lawyer and say, we need time to gather evidence. Can you postpone for the next week? So they'll keep wasting time, dragging the case, asking for new dates. The lawyer will be very happy. The judge will be, they get retainer costs. You will be the one who will get fucked. So my honest, advice to people is, don't get into all this. And I'll tell you why this is happening. The main thing is you're coming in between this person and his ability to earn money. And that is a very big mistake. It's like a lion who's about to eat his meal. You're snatching it away from his paws. He will not leave you. He will not only want it back, he will kill you. And this is what I tell people. A businessman who has the power, who has the money, you're snatching his daily bread. Forget he's doing it ethically, unethically. Forget he's doing whatever. He's doing it because he has a passion for money. He has some dreams. He wants to achieve them. And you, a small person in his life, is trying to harm him. He's trying to threaten him. He's trying to challenge him. So when you factor in ego, emotions, anger, frustration, and yes, the main ingredient, coming between a man and his money, even if you come in between a man and his love, his girlfriend or boyfriend or his family, they'll not leave you. Anyway, this guy, he approached me. I gave him the solution. I told him, it took time. I told him, get ready, it'll take time. I'll guide you step by step. And thankfully, it took 4 months. And he went back home. And there's a reason why I told him to go back home. He was based in Dubai. He had a good career. I told him, go back home. There was a reason for that. Today, we are in touch. We chat here and there. But he's glad. And in hindsight, when he looks back, he's telling me that I should have listened. I should have gotten in touch with you right from day one. Anyway, so moral of the story, what I want you to know is never get in between a man and his money. Never fight, above your pay grade. And if you don't have the money, time, energy, don't get into a fight. Sometimes it's just better to accept defeat, say sorry, move away. And one final piece of advice I'll give you in this is, remember, there are many ways to get an answer, a solution. If he's not giving you your visa back or not letting you go, there are many ways to go about, not just one. Sometimes you need to think out of the box to get that solution. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Actual incident. And whomsoever gets in touch with me and says, I took my owner to court and this and that, or planning a legal case, I tell them the story. Or I give them these gems of wisdom. So anyway, let me know, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. And this is me signing off.